Welcome back to Linda's Pantry. So this afternoon we're going to can up the first pick of the green beans. I'm really excited. I haven't had a home canned green beans in a couple of years, so we didn't get to have a garden last year because we had a puppy instead. So this year she's left it alone for the most part, and I'm really excited. These beans are delicious. So I thought I'd bring you along for the ride. Not everybody knows how to can, and I have a lot of subscribers that love to see those videos. So that being said, I hope you guys all stop over at my Facebook page at Linda's Pantry and like my page and leave me a message, say hi. All right guys, you ready for this? Let's do it. All right, so as I'm finishing up here, my beans, I picked these this morning. I washed them all off and let them sit in the fridge all day till I got home to do the canning. And I just take a diagonal slice. Yeah, some are big enough. I probably could have let these go a day or two. Some of them, weren't quite at the biggest they could be, but I'd rather have young, tender beans. And time constraints. I mean, I only have so much time. I also only cut off the end that is connected to the plant. That other end, that's perfectly good food. So I don't see a need to cut it off. And that probably stems from my mother. She was like, don't cut that off. Okay. So I've got my 1.5 pints jars getting all sanitized right now. And I wanted to get this out of the way. I think what I'm going to do, because I know I'm not going to have 6 pints or 7 pints, and 1.5 pints, I guess, out of this first batch of green beans. But I really want to put them up in the pantry, so in cans, in jars. So we're going to jar it up, and that's how it goes. Anyways, I didn't think you needed to see me watch me cut all these beans, but that's how I do it. Everybody does it different. You could put a variety of beans. I did have a couple of the little purple ones, I'll show you, but they all end up green in the end, and that's got kind of a funny end on it, so I won't even show you. There we go. They look like they're dark purple, and the insides are green, and when they can, the whole thing turns green. They don't produce a big green bean, but I thought these were Blue Lake green beans. I thought they were a pole bean, but apparently not. They're all bush beans. So we'll wash that colander out, get these ready. I think I'm going to raw pack these. I'm going to try the raw pack method. Maybe next time I'll do the other method, but I'm also going to get some carrots to fill a couple other jars, because I hate to run the canner for a half hour. It calls for 25 minutes for quarts, and so I think I'll be I'll be really safe with the 1.5 pints jars. For 30 minutes, it's 5 more minutes in the canner because the carrots need to go 30. I don't think it'll hurt a thing, and we'll eat them, promise. Okay, so I'm gonna get some carrots and get to chopping. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, and those bananas, the chickens and the rabbits love them. Okay, I am ready to start canning. And what I did, because I knew I wasn't gonna have enough green beans to fill the canner. So I got one of the jars that I washed extra jars, and I got one of them out and let it cool down and filled it up. So I have enough to fill 4 1.5 pints jars. I love these jars. It's good size for a family. And I sliced up enough carrots for 3 of the carrots. So that will fill my canner, right? Or it should. We might even have some extra room. It's hard to tell if they look like the same size or in diameter, and I didn't really even compare or check. So get some jars out of here, hot, very hot. And I think I'll do 2 at a time, just so it doesn't give it a chance to cool down. And if I have to, I can, and I'm doing a raw pack. You pack them in a hot jar, okay? And you're gonna shake it down. I want it to have some space in between if it needs it, but there we go. And we'll do another one with carrots. And I like keeping my hands clean, but this is just a little added security that I don't do anything I'm not supposed to do. I want to be as safe as possible. So, because this is going to feed your family, and it could be, you know, it's the only thing to feed your family. You never know in a case of an emergency. Okay, so now I have got my kettle over here, and my water in the canner is going. I'm only gonna put maybe half a teaspoon of canning salt. To me, it's really strong, and I don't like a lot of sodium, so I'm putting this boiling water down over. You want an inch of headspace. So that would be right to that bottom rim there. And I may have to take some out. They're gonna settle a little bit, but I want my jars to seal. So 1 inch of headspace. I got a little bit more room over here. Whoa. And I think a little bit over here. There we go. Okay, and then you want to make sure you get your spatula out here and you make sure there's no air bubbles or pockets. It also kind of redistributes the vegetables in there a little bit better. And, ooh, that jar's hot. And using hot jars, they've been tempered, so when you put that hot liquid on there, it's okay, all right? And now we're going to get our lids and rings over here. I've got them all warm and cozy. And I try to put them in the pan so it's just one move here when you get over here. And finger tight. And because of my altitude, I have, I'm gonna can these at 15 pounds of pressure. We're up there. Aren't those pretty? Oh my goodness. Those are beautiful. So I'm gonna let these wait in the canner. The canner's got hot water. It's not boiling yet, but it is hot. You want it about, right at about 180 to keep your jars nice and hot. You know, so we don't have any drastic changes in temperature. And there you go. I'm gonna continue this. Let's show you a green bean one. And we will I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love this time of year. I wish I could do this for a job. I really do. I would be in hog heaven if this was my job. Okay, so now, whoa, man down. Kind of get those situated a little better. Oh, and you know what I didn't do, and I need to do that. I did not wipe the rim down. I don't think anything was on that rim, but I'm going to take those back out of the canner and do that because you need to wipe the rim down. It could mean a failed seal. Again, I'm only going to use about a half a teaspoon of the canning salt. I'm going to fill to 1 inch of headspace with hot boiling water. I love this kettle. I saw Cat's Cradles, and then like the very next day, I think, I saw one in Costco, and I was like, I have to have that. And I use it every single day. So there you go. Now we'll grab this and some vinegar and wipe that rim down. Shame on you, Linda. Make sure that we debubble. Make sure there's no, oh, there's some bubbles coming up. Yeah, this is really important that you do this. Green beans, oh boy, delicious. Okay, wipe the rim down, really good. And get your lid out of here. I'm just overly anxious to get this going, I guess. And voila, you've got these beautiful green beans ready to go in the canner. All right, you guys, I will bring you back when I'm a little further along. How about that? All right, you guys, I don't know what I was thinking until I got started, and I was like, well, now wait a minute. They're as tall as a quart jar, but as skinny as a pint, so my canner holds 8 pints. So I've got 8 of the 1.5 size jars, 4 of carrots and 4 of my beautiful green beans. And those carrots are organic carrots I get at Costco in a 10-pound bag. I plan to do a lot more of those. We use carrots in tons of stuff. And so just be nice to be able to make stew out of my home canned goods. It's kind of fast food my way. Anyway, I'm going to put the lid on this. I did add vinegar to the water. I have hard water. So there's about 1/4 cup of vinegar, a good 2-3 inches of water. You don't want to run your canner dry. And let's see, what else can I tell you? I've inspected the lid on my canner. The vent hole is clear. The rubber gasket is in perfect condition. And we're going to get going. So this is going to come up to pressure. The venting process, let's see if I can set you down while I'm chatting and get this started. Yeah, I can. Okay. So I've got my my lid, and I always turn my canner so the V is on this side for me, and I just go ahead and put the lid on. You're gonna matching up arrows. You set it down and you lock it in place. Okay. Once this comes up to pressure and it starts pushing all the air out, there's a valve back here that will pop up, and I've checked that. It's working. If it got too much pressure in the canner, this rubber gasket over here would blow out, and all this steam, it probably steam cleaned my ceiling pretty good, but and everything in the canner would break, which would be awful. Okay, so we're going to bring this up. I'm turning it up now. I mean, it's hot, but it's not boiling yet. I want to bring everything up to temperature together, kind of not super fast. It's going to take a little bit. After it gets up there and it's pushing all the air out, steam's going to start venting out of this hole. Once I've got a steady stream out of that hole and the popper's up in the back, I'm going to let it vent for 10 full minutes. And then, after 10 minutes, I will put my weight on. Once it starts its jiggling process and I know we're up to speed, then I will adjust my temperature accordingly, set my timer for 30 minutes because of, and I'm timing them as if they were a quart jar, because my ball canning book does not have a 1.5 size jar measurement listed or on what I should be doing. So anyway, that's what I've got going, and I'll bring you back maybe when it's venting, maybe when I'm done, but I definitely will show you the end results because I know it's going to inspire you to do the same thing. Okay, so I wanted to show you what a steady stream looks like. There you go. I'm going to start my timer now. And that button there in the back, you can see that. That's up. Everything's working. Can't wait. And you can hear it rumbling in there. That's what it's sounding like in my kitchen right now. Just wanted to let you see for the new canners and, you know, the people that I love in my life that are trying to learn how to do this stuff. That's what you want to see, the dance of that weight. And that's got 15 pounds of weight on there. So it'll get 15, it's rocking at 15 pounds of pressure. My stove, and you'll get to know your stove, is truly between it 7 and an 8 on the gas. And I'm going to try here, maybe even tomorrow, I don't know. I'm going to try canning outside and see if my burner on my barbecue has enough power. But just thought I'd bring you back to see that. And we're timing it. Let's see where we're at. Woo. We are at 21 minutes left out of the 30 that this is going to pressure can. I can't wait. I'm very excited. I love canning. Anyway, okay guys, I'll be back when we're done. Okay guys, so I've got the end result. I'm really excited. I'm going to take the weight off the canner. This has come down off of pressure just perfectly by itself, and Actually, once it's down off of pressure, I'll let it just sit here and be by itself and don't bother it for a while. I don't want to take a chance on disturbing a jar before it's ready. And so I'm going to open the canner. It's still very hot. So, but it's safe and off of pressure. All the pressure gauges and everything, it's safe. I open that away from me and you can see some steam. And you'll probably hear some popping coming up here pretty quick because I know these are all going to seal and be beautiful. I can't wait. Let's see if I can get you. I want to make sure you get a good look at everything. Okay, so we'll do green beans first. Or at least one. Oh, they're gorgeous. Woo! I love it. And let's do carrots. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Look at that. I'm very excited. These were in the pressure canner at 15 pounds of pressure for 30 full minutes at the same pressure. So they were able to kill any bacteria, botulism, any of that. And I went with the longer time because I had carrots and green beans in there. If you were gonna do, let's say, a vegetable medley, or where you had in the same jar carrots, potatoes, you know, lima beans, any of that, like a vegetable mixture, you would have to go with the vegetable that has the longest pressure canning time because it will make a difference in the end result. Okay, I'm going to move these so I can actually have all carrots on one side and all beans on the other. I'm just so proud of my first little crop of green beans that my little garden produced. And from past experience, it just gets fast and furious. So, very pretty. Oh, I'm excited. Very exciting. Okay. So, I truly hope this inspires you, you guys, and I'm going to bring you in for a close-up on the other side. You can see, you know, when I was packing the jars, you tend to think they're too full, but as they cook, they actually add, you know, space becomes available. So you want to make sure that you pack them pretty good when you're doing a raw pack. And oh, they're just gorgeous. I'm so excited. Let me bring you around to the front of that and we'll get a big look at that. It's very pretty. Okay, you guys, hope it inspires you to try some canning, maybe even just try some gardening. Try to be a little more self-reliant. Quit depending on other people to be in control of what you eat and what you put in your body. And have this available. It's fast food. Open a jar, done deal. All right, guys, God bless. Don't forget to go to my Facebook page and like it, and I'll like you back. All right, give me a thumbs up. Bye.